The name The Collective Genius is the perfect name for our business because individually it's very hard to run a great business alone. There's a saying that it's lonely at the top, and that's incorrect. It's just less crowded at the top. It's really, really lonely if you're inside of your business and it's just you. The collective genius is going to give you relationships and people to talk to and to be in front of who are going through a similar struggle that you're going through. You can talk to them, you can relate with them, you can commiserate, and you can problem solve.
Everybody's got their struggle and success, their struggle and failure. Everybody's got them. Be freaking real.
What we have seen with our members, and I can say this from experience because I was a member starting in 2012 before I was on the staff. You're going to get stronger because of the fact that you have others around you who are going through the same issues and problems that you are, and you're going to be able to solve things together. You're going to be able to utilize your strengths with someone else's strengths, partner those things together, and get better, faster, and sooner. The result can be exponential growth, it can be a stronger business, it can be so many other things.
Whatever growth is for you right now, that's what we're going to help you with. Not all growth is measured in bigger numbers, right?
What the collective genius does, it gives you a peer group. It gives you other people that you can network with and talk to, and that will help to support you. In addition to that, it makes you just a little bit sharper. And if you start to add those things up together, it makes your business stronger. And ultimately, we're all working in many instances so we can strengthen not only our business lives, but our personal lives. It gives you the ability to thrive.
Are looking to take your business to a diversified next level. Frank is running that type of business in Richmond, Virginia. So please, everyone, give it up for Mr. Frank Cava.
So when I joined the Collective Genius in 2012, I had already been an executive with a publicly traded home building company. I've grown sales teams, construction teams, and I've run an entire profit center that did upwards of $200 million a year in sales. So when I quit my business and started on my own in 2009, I came in with that level of experience. Since 2009, we've closed several thousand deals. I currently run a team of 17 people, and we run a full suite real estate investment business. We do direct-to-seller marketing and advertising, so I run a sales and acquisitions floor. We have follow-up. We have construction. We buy stuff, we fix it, and we turn it into rentals. We buy properties, we fix them, and we sell them on the open market. And we do wholesale. We also offer property management, and I actually have a headhunting business that is specifically built for people in the real estate space. What I do every day is go out and run a business, and I've been told that my strength is I can take something incredibly complicated and I can boil it down into actionable items that make sense and are digestible for people, and they can take home and implement. Because of the fact that I am the facilitator within the Collective Genius that's out there every day doing this as well, and because of the fact that someone who I met through the Collective Genius years ago did this for me by inviting me to his office and showing me his operation, I host many people for free at my office. And over the past 12 months, it's been over 40 people and business owners who've come to my office and they watch what it is that we do and how we systematize things inside the business. And it's an open book. We run some meetings, you get to watch that interaction, you get to speak to anyone that's on our staff, you get to look at our product, you get to look at anything you want, and then usually we'll order in lunch at some point in the day, and as we're sitting there having lunch and breaking bread together, we'll also answer questions. If you want a system, if there's anything you need, or if you want to talk to somebody, we'll plop them down in front of you and you have access to everybody. This is a way to really look at a business, get under the hood, and figure out what makes it run. And most important, you can see how we do it. It might be like you want to do it, it might be different, but you can analyze that on your own and then you can implement and change what we do to however it fits you. So an example of someone that we've been able to help out is a gentleman by the name of Mark Lane. Mark Lane is from Iowa and was doing somewhere around 40 to 50 deals a year. He had no back office, he was going on appointments by himself, and he was getting all of his leads through the courthouse steps or from just network marketing. So what we realized right away is there was a huge opportunity for him to utilize some of the subcontractors and some of the resources that we have here. So what he did is he came to a meeting, he told us this, and we gave him kind of a roadmap, if you will. On that roadmap was a data provider who can provide him with a list of motivated sellers. Behind that was someone who could produce postcards and mail them incredibly cheap. Then we had him set up with a virtual assistant company where someone could physically answer the phones. And then the next step we did is we made a very quick introduction to someone who can build a back office and do all of the CRM management that was needed. This took me almost 2 years and $100,000 to build. Mark was able to accomplish this in 90 days, and it cost him a couple of $1,000. So he went from having no component of business that was direct to seller to having a complete and total business that takes a normal human being in 2 or 3 years in under 90 days. What did this result in? Pretty remarkable. He went from doing somewhere around 40 to 50 deals a year to 150. And he started making more money per deal than he was making before. So his revenue went up to a factor of 4 or 5 times. Another example of someone that we've been able to help is a gentleman by the name of Caleb Pearson. Caleb Pearson is a remarkable retail broker in his marketplace. And he came to the Collective Genius as a retail broker, but someone who dabbles in investment. But what happened instead is he realized there's so much opportunity in the investment world that he became a student of the group. He listened, he learned, he asked a lot of good questions. And then the other thing he did is he got in his car and he drove. Caleb is someone who's been to my office 4 times. He's come in to watch our sales meeting, to learn our construction process. He's come up to sit down with our CFO, and he's someone who basically is a sponge. He comes, he asks 1,000 questions, he goes home, he implements. The stuff he's not sure of, he comes back and asks you a couple more questions and he tweaks. And what's happened is he's gone from someone who had just a successful retail business to now someone who has a successful retail business plus a very successful investment business that includes several holdings. Your investment in the Collective Genius can be measured in so many different ways, but there's going to be relationships you're going to build, there's going to be a Rolodex you're going to build, but then there's also going to be tangible assets or money that you might make. For me, my goal is to own assets and to control real estate. I met someone at the Collective Genius who was about a decade ahead of me business-wise. This person took me under their wing, and by taking me under their wing, they showed me the road and the path from where I am to where they were. And what I was able to do is ask questions, go to their office, talk to them, mimic, and kind of build my business very quickly. And what I did is I went from about 20 rentals to over 200. What does that mean? I went from having around $2 to $3 million worth of holdings to more than $20 million worth of holdings. Now, if you want to go in a different direction, that's up to you, but for me, the Collective Genius has been worth more than $20 million. So it's a question you have to ask yourself, is the investment worth it? If you're an investor considering CG, let me tell you what differentiates us from everybody else. It starts with our leader, Jason Medley. He's the founder, and he is somebody who is the quintessential connector. He is someone who cares deeply, but has unbelievable relationships. And what he demands of anyone who works here like I do is that we do our absolute best for each and every member. What does that look like? It's going to completely and totally depend on you. But if you're thinking about finding a community and finding a group of people that you can rely on, work with, and grow with, this is the place to do it.